Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. So, I waited for a bit of time for this to get fixed, and it still hasn't been fixed. After the latest Windows 10 update, Creators Update, final, OBS cannot record any Direct3D 9 games, at least 32-bit ones, with game capture. So I have to use display capture. And that means that the old bug where in the tactical menu looking around does weird things to the recording is back. People are working on a fix, but it's probably going to take another week. Oh well. What can you do? So, last time we finished some side quests, and this time let's, that. Right, let's actually do that. Let's research some things that we can now research. Otherwise, we are good to go exploring uncharted worlds, finally. Here, through there, research terminal, nothing here. There, medical capacity 2 out of 5, micro scanner. All modern combat armor incorporates a first aid interface. Microprocessors in this interface monitor vital functions and release small localized doses of Medigel to accelerate the healing process. Manually timed heavy doses of Medigel can be released in response to major trauma. However, the efficiency of this is dependent on proprietary medical software that cannot be copied and is prohibitively expensive. Cerberus has developed its own software and is actively working to improve its efficiency. Wow, I have just enough platinum for this. So that's another reason why I want to go explore some uncharted worlds. Because we really need... yeah, we really need a lot more platinum to reach those things now. Alright. So let's get right to it.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah. So we're at Omega, but I don't want to be here. Rather, let's jump to the Crescent Nebula, which is known for Ilium. As you can see here, we have Ilium with a whole bunch of stuff to do in it. We're never going to visit it. And we're good with fuel, so let's just go exploring the nebula itself. So what I want to start with is the system of Ondest, because from here I can go to Lucerne and then back if necessary. You can see that our fuel is draining as we move. And there's a bit of acceleration, so you don't want to accelerate right past the system. And this one looks quite small and compact. Is this a red dwarf? There's been a lot of planets recently discovered next to red dwarfs, and they are quite interesting. First of all, we have Zesmeni. Cold, dim, and shrouded by a methane-ammonia atmosphere, Zesmeni has nevertheless attracted development by Asari mining concerns that service military industries. There are significant loads of valuable light minerals present, including titanium and lithium. Titanium is the primary material used in mass accelerator slugs, and lithium is used in the military-grade droplet heat radiators used aboard warships. And yet we can't really get either. Population is 620, so there's active mining going on. And short orbital distance, long day length, low gravity, quite cold, so it does look like a red dwarf. And it is rich, so let's go mine it. We need a lot of platinum, not a whole lot of anything else. There's something going on here, but it really is not worth your time to send probes out just for that low amounts of payoff.
Probe away.
We get 3 clicks, that's good. If we get less, that means we screwed up.
Launching probe.
Alright. Nothing of much interest here, but there we go. 2 at once. However, we need platinum.
Probe away.
Now the scanner results are good instead of rich.
Probe launched. Probe launched.
Yeah, that was barely worth it. We also need to keep in mind that we have 22 probes left. Oh, that's a mother load.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Still, that's not a whole lot of platinum. And that's a decent amount of platinum. Still barely worth it,
Probe
but...
launched. In research projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment.
There we go, that's
Launching
much
probe.
more worth it. And now it's moderate. Probes. This is not worth it, no. This is a lot more worth it.
Launching probe.
As is this.
Probe away.
Now the results are poor. There still might be something, so let's finish scanning the planet. But it looks like no, there's not going to be anything of value. And as a final way to scan it, let's just do it like this. There's something here, but not nearly as good as it can be. Okay, so we're good. Nothing else in this place. Next up, Acaria. Though nearly the size of Earth, Acaria contains only 28% of its mass. It has a trace atmosphere of neon and molecular nitrogen, but the predominant carbon dioxide has long since frozen and fallen to the surface as frost. While Acaria has a core of heavy metals, the bulk of the planet's volume consists of water ice. Several unique forms of long-chain carbon molecules have been recovered on the surface, pushed up from beneath the ice by cryovolcanic processes. Acaria has a large rocky moon, compositionally similar to Luna. Longer orbital distance, low gravity, trace atmosphere, and cold. It is also rich. That's why having a lot of probes is good for this place. Oh, look at that. A bit of everything.
Probe launched.
And this is nice.
Probe launched.
This is not worth it. Yeah. Still not worth it. Oh, this is very worth it.
Launching probe.
Look at all that. This is not worth it. Oh, there we go.
Probe away.
Now it's just good. It's also worth it.
Launching probe.
Ah, there we go, there we go.
Probe away. Probe away.
Huh.
Probe launched.
Moderate. We only have 8 probes. That's why it's quite important that we only send them where it matters. It's barely worth it, but we need to let them. Okay, now for the trauma module research project. Oh, wow.
Launching probe.
And now the results are poor. But there's still something.
Probe launched.
And now it's depleted, which means that there indeed is only one, perhaps, deposit left here, or none at all. Alright, we have still 5 probes left. Got to be careful. But this is basically a treasure system. Mining and not much else. Mesoth, farthest from the dim red dwarf on Deste. It is a red dwarf, indeed. The ice dwarf Mesoth has attracted no interest beyond a cursory flyby by automated probe in 1874. No significant resources were noted. Long orbital distance, radius, day length, quite long, no atmosphere, even though it looks like it would have atmosphere, and low gravity. Yeah, look at that. It looks like it has atmosphere. But the results are just good, which means I'm just going to ignore it. Only going to mine rich planets. Alright, so we're done with this system. Let's go to Lucerne. This is a much larger star system. And the star looks larger as well. So what's this? Jontan. Jontan is a fairly standard close orbiting Pegasid gas giant, orbiting the star Lucerne at high velocity and heated to temperatures of over 1000 degrees. Analysis of its orbit has revealed a core of heavy elements, with a mass double that of the planet's hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Good results, so nope, not going to mind that. Next is Eontanta. Eontanta is remarkably close to Earth. Its orbital distance is similar, and while slightly larger, its reduced density yields similar mass, atmospheric pressure, and gravity. There the similarities end, for Lucerne is a hot Class F star, emitting over 8 times the energy of Sol. Eontanta is a parched wasteland, its water long since boiled away into its nitrogen carbon dioxide atmosphere. A handful of mining outposts dot the hellishly hot surface. The crews remain in underground bunkers, sending remotely controlled machines out at night to do surface work and load cargo for shipment. Population 230. Indeed, 1 orbital distance. Radius. Day length is almost correct. Pressure is nice. But the temperature is extremely high, indeed. So, Class F. Is that like a blue star or something? Oh, it's rich. Nice. We only have 5 probes, so I'm just going to send them wherever I see platinum. And I'm going to ignore everything else. That's not platinum. That's still not platinum. Okay, that is platinum.
Launching probe.
Any more of it? Oh wow, amazing.
Probe launched.
And now it's moderate. I still have 3 probes left. But if there's no more platinum, I'm not going to send any of them. There's a lot of iridium, I don't care. Palladium, I don't care. So let's just leave it at moderate. Anything in the asteroid belt here? Doesn't look like it. Next up, Dorier. Dorier is a large hot world with a poisonous atmosphere of acidic nitrogen oxides. While the planet is too close to Lucerne for this to condense and fall as rain, this makes the environment too hostile for forms of life more sophisticated than bacteria to evolve. Wow. Pressure is okay, but not very nice to live on, unless maybe if you're in an environmental suit or something. Day length, long. Orbital distance, long. Orbital period, long. Gravity's okay though. It's good, not good enough. Next.
I have detected an anomaly.
Tarith. Tarith is broadly Earth-like, with a fatal flaw. It has a relatively high amount of chlorine in its atmosphere, the reason for the greenish haze that becomes apparent when looking at the horizon. Chlorine has become a vital component in Tarith's plant life. As a defense mechanism against native herbivores, many species evolved the ability to release clouds of toxic chlorine when disturbed. This gas is heavier than the atmospheric oxygen and tends to settle in low places. While avoidable, this has placed Tarith near the bottom of the list for colonization. There are intermittent signals originating in the heart of a large chlorine swamp. They appear to be coded, though it is not impossible that they are garbled distress signals from a downed civilian ship. Yeah, it is greenish haze, so there's quite a lot of chlorine, which is not very nice. Orbital distance quite long. Orbital period also quite long. Radius fairly small. Day length okay. Atmospheric pressure sort of okay. Temperature pretty good. Gravity a bit low, but still decent. And it is rich. We still have 3 probes, so we need to make this count. And when there's an anomaly, you get a radar scanner.
found something.
Anomaly detected. Preliminary scans indicate a high-powered communications relay on the planet. Communications match known Black Pact mercenary protocols. A constellation of Krogan and Vorcha signals are masked inside what appears to be a mining operation. Life signs detected. Unknown species. Advise caution. Well, that's nice, but it's still a rich planet, and I want to scan it. Thanks. I need platinum. This is pretty good platinum. Also, non-zero. And now I have only one probe left. And that sounds like it.
Probe launched.
Alright. Let's go prepare for this. First of all, we have enough to get some more research. Trauma module. Medical upgrade. Medical VI. Unity heals your squad to full health. A standard first aid interface can stabilize a badly wounded soldier, preventing death from all but the most serious wounds. The base technology, however, is ineffective on conscious soldiers who are currently taking fire, as each pain signal resets the process. A trauma module separates the medical administration into two layers, active and passive. The active layer constantly distributes small amounts of Medigel to fresh wound sites. The passive layer handles major deployments to incapacitating wounds. When large amounts of Medigel are deployed to incapacitated squad members, fighting members are also healed. That's nice. I was wondering about this. Because I remember that whenever in battle you use Unity, you also get healed, like if you use Medigel in the first game. But it wasn't working until now, and now I know why. We need the trauma module. There's nothing else that we can research at the moment. But since we know that the planet there that we're going to has plants with chlorine and also swamps, I think it's worthwhile for us to put on the breather helmet again. Not this. So this is how our Kwashi visor that we just bought looks like. Hey Vegeta, what's the scouter say about his power level? It's Kwashi! But that's not what we want to take. Let's take the breather helmet. And we also have the ability to change our chest plate from the N7 one that gives power damage by 3% to Capacitor's chest plate, which reduces the delay before your shields start regenerating by 10%. It's 10%, so that's more. Power damage, on the other hand, for Sentinel is pretty good as well. But let's go with the Capacitor chestplate for now. And let's go. It's nice that the stereo system here plays Vermyride, as we are about...
Shepard wants to speak with you, Commander.
I know. We're about to embark on uncharted worlds. So remember the times when the Normandy would soar into the atmosphere of the planet, send out the Mako, which would go down, crashing down on the planet with amazing force? Well, those days are over. All you get is this silly cutscene. So what do I want to bring here? Actually, I want to bring Morden, because this is a very small mission, and otherwise Morden would not get much screen time at all. Then to balance it out, I either want Jacob or Grunt, and I think since we're going against the Krogan mercenary band, let's get Grunt. I have 1 squad point. Morden has a lot, and I definitely want to put more into Incinerate. And we can evolve to Heavy Incinerate or Incineration Blast. Heavy Incinerate, this advanced plasma round melts or burns nearly anything it hits. Incineration Blast, the splash zone on this plasma round is increased, allowing you to scorch multiple targets. No, I need more power to 1. Heavy Incinerate it is. Then we have Cryoblast and Solarian Scientist. So health, weapon damage, and shields. Or Cryoblast for more cryo. Let's put more into this. I want him to survive a bit longer. As for Grunt... he can evolve Krogan Berserker. Sure. Krogan Pureblood or Krogan Warlord. Grunt's mastery of his blood rage increases his already fantastic regeneration rate, letting him survive wounds that would kill other Krogan. Or, Grunt can go berserk without losing his lethal focus, increasing his weapon damage. So more weapon damage or more health and regeneration? No, more regeneration, but not more health. Yeah, that's quite a choice. I like having squad mates that regenerate health so that they can survive for longer. But weapon damage is also really, really nice, especially now that their sort of potential is unlocked, so they deal the same amount of damage as I do. I guess that's better. Krogan Warlord it is then. So now he is a warlord of his own. And then weapons. Just got this, so I might as well try it. M622 Avalanche. Cryo-round technology is used to modify standard weapon slugs. A cooling laser collapses the ammunition into Bose-Einstein condensate. Massive supercooled subatomic particles capable of snap-freezing impacted objects. Normally, scientists have found a way to apply this technology on a large scale by generating a Mass Effect containment bubble. This proof-of-concept large weapon technology is effective against armor, shields, and biotic barriers. It's nicknamed the Cryoblaster. Yes, we already read that. And I'll take the hand cannon. Grunt has the battle rifle and the heavy shotgun. Morden has machine pistol and hand cannon. Good.
The fog on the planet's surface is interfering with your navigation. The nearby beacon towers may serve as a navigational contingency.
Oh, nice. They actually have their helmets on. And Morden has a breather mask, which is a bit silly, but okay. So, does this remind you of anything? Also, we'll see beacon towers to navigate. Yeah, this looks entirely like the marsh on Sanctuary in Unreal 2. Complete with strange creatures. Let's switch to something that has armor piercing capability. Switch to a shotgun. And you too.
Right, not a problem.
And put on things. Let's also look at our journal. assignments, we have N7 Blood Pack Communications Relay. The planet Tarith appears to be home to a Blood Pack mining operation that also hosts a communications relay. Disabling this relay could go a long way toward disrupting the Blood Pack. Land on planet Tarith and investigate the Blood Pack presence there. Let's see what they're doing over here. Of course, we don't have a map at all. So this is kind of... Oh, there's a beacon. There's a data pad.
What happened here? Problematic.
Yep, the beacon shows where we're supposed to be going. And let's read the data pad. Attention, all workers. Stop chipping away at this node. There's nothing left here to mine. Move on to the other sites. Now! Salamul. Okay, looks like the mining operation is done, and... oh. Huh, well. But the blood pack has not moved on. And we need to go over there.
Toxin concentrations exceeding safe levels. Proceeding with caution.
Okay, it's nice to have a scientist on a mission like this. Now we need to go over there. Bugs. We saw these in the first game.
Incoming.
Whoa, there's a Clixon with armor. Okay, so what I want you to do is heavy incinerate, because that's good against armor. Nice. So that's local fauna. Not quite as nice as the one on Sanctuary. And we're supposed to go that way. If we're supposed to go that way, then why should we go that way when we have this option? And indeed, we're rewarded for it. Raw material. Just like in the first game, we can mark raw materials. 400 platinum. No beacon though. Too bad. Alright, what else is here? Why, hello there! There's another passage over here.
Enemies inbound.
Another Clixon. Once again. Nice. We have quite a lot more power this time around than we had before. And there's another raw material. Excellent. This music is not part of the soundtrack. Some of this also reminds me of Nakoja Abad. There's the beacon. Is there anything else in between? Whoa! Hello there, Clixon! And Incinerate is not recharged. That's bad. Warp. Oh dear! Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away.
Not killed that one.
Thanks. Incinerate, please.
Enjoy.
Phew. Okay, approach with caution. Any more of these things? No, there's a passageway over here, and that's a toxic swamp. nothing here. Aside from that. That is really cool armor, I have to say. Anything else over here? No. Okay, so let's just move on. I think this is a good time to stop once we reach the beacon. And we're out of the toxicness of the swamp. Nice mangroves.
Why were they here?
Lordship. Well, they're there for mining, but why weren't they evacuated, rather? Attention, all workers! Fall back now! Evacuation shuttles are on the way. Anyone not at the gathering site when the shuttles arrive will be left here with those damn bugs. Salamul. So... they weren't...
Signs of recent fighting.
Really? Huh. So they were ambushed by the Clixon, maybe? No. The other kinds of bugs here. Alright, but that will be all for now. Next time we'll continue exploring the swamp. And let's read some more of the codex. Oh, we still have something in the primary.
The Collector's still in its experimental stages. The M622 Avalanche generates a Bose-Einstein condensate within a mass effect bubble, which dissipates on impact, violently spraying the condensate outward and coating the target in a near absolute zero superfluid. The Avalanche is unreliable, at times merely coating its target with ice, defacing exposed skin and freezing armor joints. Such low temperatures cause great damage to electronics like kinetic barrier emitters, which sometimes leads to total systems failure. At the other extreme, the Avalanche freezes flesh and bone, causing massive trauma as blood vessels constrict and frozen blood expands. Occasionally, such iced tissue shatters.
Yep. It's a freeze gun. With all that implies. And... publications. Veteran... really, there's... no, I didn't want to read that. There's nothing else left for us to read in the codex. That's interesting. Aside from publications. So, last time we bought Fornax. Launched in 2167, Fornax magazine described itself as the galaxy's finest xenophilia. By its 5th year, Fornax became the first human magazine to offer full 5-sensory stimulation, a previously unaffordable magazine technology made profitable by the economy of scale. With a monthly publishing run of 127 million available in both in hard copy and direct download, Fornax offers a range of alien models with particular emphasis on the unisexual Asari, although both genders of Quarians, Drell, Batarians, and Volus are regularly depicted. Specialty editions such as Genet Elcor and Krogasm service devoted but smaller markets. Bioware is silly sometimes. Alright. So, see you all next time. Later.